We are on. Oh no, we
Afternoon,
not.
afternoon.
I think you say something, Alex.
Hey, how you doing today?
Say something.
Pretty good,
What's good,
pretty
everybody?
good.
What's good, everybody? What's
Okay,
What's
now
good,
Alex.
everybody?
Hey, hey, hey. How you doing? Hey, Trimnell. Can you hear me?
I hear you just fine. Hey
How
now,
you
hey now. Pretty
doing?
good, pretty good. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for joining. Let me turn y'all up a little bit. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is a very, very special show for me this evening. One, because we have Tramel on. Is that okay to call you? Do you got a stage name?
I
Yes, get
mean,
all this sexiness. Yes,
I
baby,
mean,
you got to get the body
all
for the
that.
baby come.
Go ahead. Not that part, but that part. Yeah, I do have a stage name, Akeem to rock, but Trinell or Trey is fine. That works for
Okay.
me.
And I just want everybody to know that um, you do a lot of incredible things. You don't know that I know this, but you do a lot of incredible things that we're definitely going to touch on because not only I want you to speak on your music, but you have an amazing nonprofit organization that you put together. And so I definitely want to touch on all of those things with everybody. And again, I really want to thank you for joining me and coming on this evening. Like I said, it's a very special show for me. I have been doing radio for 4 years now, which is crazy unbelievable. I don't even believe that I've been doing it for this long. And so this show is my last show streaming from the station. It'll still be doing the Euphoria Hour, but this is my graduation show. This has been like college. Thank you. This has been like
Congratulations.
college for me, and Icarice has been an incredible professor and teaching me and getting me on my way. And so here I am now, 4 years later, valedictorian, top of the class.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Cum
graduating. So I
laude.
appreciate you and I appreciate the King of Sin City, Mr. Alex
Oh, thank you
P,
for having me.
joining me, especially Alex, because he was one of my very first guests, one of my rising stars. I used to have a little snippet. So you'll be my rising star today, Mr. Trinell.
Hey,
So he was one of my first rising stars. So he got to see me back when I didn't know how to do nothing. Where there'd be dead moments, about 5 minutes. Remember the video was about 5 minutes of dead air. But in the station, I could hear the music, but I didn't realize that I had it on mute, so the fans couldn't hear. So I'm in the station chewing gum, and the camera's in and out my face, and it just looks a mess. But it definitely shows the growth, and so that's why I'm so happy Alex is sitting here with me, because he has definitely seen the glow up over the last 4 years, and just how just amazing it's been to, just like I said, be sitting here, get to have artists like you and him on, all kinds of business owners. I've had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Miami, Christian Combs, Kalan for real. So I have just had the pleasure and the honor of doing so many things. Now I'm chart topping, me in Red Vegas. Shout outs to Red
yes,
Vegas.
yes.
We
Shout
are
out.
chart topping. A few weeks ago, we were on top of Doja Cat and Normani on the digital radio
Yeah.
streams.
Yeah.
So it's just been an absolute blessing. And again, I'm just so thankful to just be sitting here, to just be growing and evolving. This is definitely not a goodbye. Definitely still gonna be doing the Euphoria hour. We're gonna pick back up in June. I gotta take some mommy time and do some things. I'll still be doing cooking with Gracie Love, so that'll be a lot of fun. So you guys can catch me this Saturday. Cooking with Gracie Love. I'm doing it live on Zoom, so that way everybody can participate. So you guys can go to Eventbrite. Tickets is only $10. It don't get that much simpler for you to come. I'm gonna show you how to make an entree meal. I'm gonna show you how to make a dessert, and if you got the ingredients, we're gonna make it together. If you don't got the ingredients, you gonna want to go get the ingredients, because they cheap. I ain't getting nothing expensive, because
That's
again,
right. Yeah.
I'm budgeting. I got a little one I gotta get ready for, so we budgeting. And then too, you can learn those things, new parents, single parents, whatever you are, single people, we
Right,
all
right,
struggling,
right.
food going up. So I want to teach you how to cook something cheap, something that's going to be good. And if you, like I said, now getting ready for, having a new addition in the home, doing some stuff that you can do with the kids, and that you can take and, blend it up real nice and
Okay.
make your own baby food. So
Okay. Okay.
it's going to be, like I said, this is not a goodbye at all. It is just, like I said, I'm graduating. Now I'm ready to go out in the work field
All right. All
and
Yeah.
show
right.
what I've been
Congratulations.
learning. I've been learning. So I want to jump into some other things too, real quick. I want to shout out the Hip Hop Fraternity Las Vegas chapter. They are definitely out here doing their thing. You guys make sure that you come out to 2090 Highland Drive on Mondays. Incredible networking event. You're gonna meet all kinds of people, artists, engineers, everybody that just does everything. It's incredible, and it's a very safe space where you could just vibe. If you smoke, you could smoke. If you
Right.
don't
Right.
smoke, you could catch contact. Whatever you need to do, you could just enjoy yourself. And again, a lot, and I find going to these networking events, and maybe you guys can agree with me on this. A lot of us, when you're an entrepreneur, you feel really alone. You have to invest a
Right.
lot in yourself, right? You have to do everything yourself. If you an artist, you creating the beat, you making the beat, you writing the songs, shooting the videos. You a one man band when you're an entrepreneur. And so I find that a lot of these people, they come and that's what they say. I do this myself. I'm by myself. It's nice to be around, other people who are in that same side, so I don't feel by myself anymore.
Right,
You
right,
know what
right.
I mean? It's this one guy. He's of an Asian descent, but he was born in America. And you would look at him and you'd be like, oh, he can't. You wouldn't expect him to be rapping, but he has like this Weird Al kind of a vibe, and it's dope as hell. When I tell you, that sounds funny when I say the word, but he is dope as hell because his vibe is like that, but he speaks about things, and like depression and like
Okay.
different things like that. Like his shit really got like a meaning to it, and it's
Okay.
incredible. It's so dope. I'm like, I would mess with you, and because there's so many other people, engineers and different things like that, they're like, hey man, I'm gonna help you clean that up. He makes the beats himself. He does everything himself. So now he's in this circle that they're just gonna help him improve what he's already good at. You feel me? And that's a blessing to be around people who can help you to improve yourself, because so many times we surround ourselves with people that's going to tear us down, right? Who aren't really going to give us the good energy that we need. So on Mondays, y'all come out to the networking event. It's free. Everybody love free, right?
We do. We love
I
free.
love free. Gosh, if everything could be free. So it's free. You just got to come, give your time. And then also all you got to do is follow everybody. So when you get there, you walk in, you introduce yourself, tell everybody what you do. Make sure that you're following everybody on their socials. They're following you back so everybody can stay connected.
Okay.
And then follow the website, hiphopfraternity.com, and then click the LV chapter. So that way, that's like our little community group, right? So that way, if you have events, things like that, we can support you. We could come out. I'm telling you, we be 20 deep. We could come out there for you. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I love that. So shout outs to the Hip Hop Fraternity LV chapter for just opening up something really amazing for everyone. I really, really appreciate them. Okay, so that's enough about me. Okay, we're gonna move on to other things. So, question of the night, you guys. I'm gonna be messy. So, question of the night. It's part 2, you guys. So last week I told you guys that I always have the pleasure. People always are, just really open with me. They always feel comfortable, and when we chat, it's like we're friends, and I really always appreciate that. So I had someone who was very open with me in their relationship and what they're going through, and at this time she just felt like she didn't really know how to go about handling infidelity. Her spouse felt like what he was doing wasn't considered cheating because there was no physical altercation. He was just interacting inappropriately through text messages and through messengers and things like that. And so it was a big disagreement between them, because for her that's cheating, for him not so much. And so I just opened up the conversation. Is that still considered cheating because it's not not physical, isn't even just the verbal flirting outside of your relationship, is that still not considered being, infidelity? I guess that's the good word for it.
Okay.
So just taking that back to part two, was a lot of people who had a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
I'm opening up, and now I got two gentlemen in the building. You know what I mean? Because we were talking about it from a woman's point of view, right? And sometimes men think about things a little different. So, I want to touch bases with y'all. Let y'all think about it for a minute. So, one more time, question of the night, you guys. Is verbal flirting and sending those pictures and things like that, is that cheating just as much as if you were to physically go out and be with that person?
Let's go ahead and ask our guests.
What do you think? What do you think, Mr. Chanel?
I mean, like, I feel like that should be discussed in the beginning of a relationship. If you're already married and you're having like some sort of confusion as to what is considered infidelity, you probably missed a wrong turn 2 or 3 years ago. But as far as like flirting, everybody flirts. Everybody flirts. It's natural to deliberately go inside somebody's inbox and try to be like promiscuous or, lead somebody on knowing you're in a situation. That's probably a red flag. That's no go. That's out. Yeah.
So is that unforgivable? Y'all remember them unforgivable videos back in the day? And the dude, he'd be like, I slapped that chick. And it was unforgivable.
Yeah, I remember.
That's definitely forgivable. You were talking to somebody on the computer. That is for sure forgivable, man. There's so many sites where men go to find entertainment on the computer. Like, that's super forgivable.
Now, okay, I'm gonna disagree right there. I think it's forgivable to a certain extent. Okay. Because if you are in a relationship, okay, and you have been reaching out to other people via messaging, okay, that like I said, that could be forgiven. But if you did it in the beginning, you was doing it in the middle, you doing it in the end. Where do you draw the boundaries in the line at?
That's something you have to ask yourself. The person has to ask themselves that. The person who's allowing, because if you're staying, you're allowing it to happen the more you stay. So you got to ask yourself, okay, at what point is it enough for me? Because for me, I don't know. For me, it's different. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know.
What is it for you? Is it unforgivable?
Well, I don't talk about my relationships, but for me, that's forgivable. But it just depends on what the relationship is. Like, are you, like you said, it would have to go back to what our guest just said, that we would have to have a conversation, I guess, during the dating phase. Like, what is acceptable and unacceptable for you in a relationship? Is chatting online to someone that, I don't know, that because I don't know, I could see if you're maybe chatting with somebody, I don't know for me, like if you're chatting with somebody that's maybe you're not meeting up with, I would be like, I really honestly wouldn't care, keep it real. But like, if you're maybe meeting up with them and keeping it a secret, that's, what I'm saying, I think that's what's different for me. If you're keeping it a secret for me, then that's something that I need to worry about. But if it's something that
you
you're
don't
want to
be with somebody that you have to worry about those things.
Yeah.
Like you said, we need to have that conversation. For me, I like girls. So if you're gonna go conversate with some girls, let's go conversate with some girls. But be open about it. You understand what I'm saying? If you're gonna be promiscuous and be doing these things then and not be honest about it, for me, that's being deceitful, and you're cheating.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just different for everybody.
You know what I mean? Because again, like you said, depending on the type of relationship that you have, for me, being with me, I don't want you to be conversating with anybody else unless they coming to spend some money. They coming to sit up on my show. You know what I mean? If they got something to contribute, by all means, conversate, be as friendly as you need to be. But like you said, if you conversating to hang out and meet up, you don't need to do that, baby. I got so many wigs, whoever it is that you seeing on POF or wherever you going, baby, I'll be her. So I don't accept that.
Okay.
In the realest of ways. Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. Like you said, it's different for, but like I said, it's different for everybody, I guess. You know what I mean? It just depends on the relationship you're in. So.
Definitely. Let me see if we got some. I see we got some comments. I don't be paying attention. Hey, everybody. Nisi. Hey. Hey, Mr. Malik. Chantel. Let's see. We got some people. Let's see. It's psychosocial, and you must understand why you are staying. Boundaries must be set. It's in the design dating purpose. Right. I need to go back and read the book again, Malik. I'm going to have to go back for a refresher, my friend. But y'all definitely, if you haven't, y'all definitely could take the design dating purpose. It's a great book. Like he said, he talks about different things that you should talk about during dating, and that would be one of the things. What do you define as far as your relationship, as far as raising children, religion, finances, just little different things that we don't talk about in the beginning, especially cheating, right? You don't really go into those depths of what you define as this and what you define as this. You just like, I mess with you, you mess with me, and we don't mess with nobody else, and boom, that's it, right? That's the boundary, right? And then, like you said, now you got all these different
gray areas.
Yeah, all these gray areas, yeah. And now you got the issues. So, make sure that you're asking those questions. And then Chantel, I hope I'm saying that right. She says, right, if it's hidden, it's probably an issue.
Yeah, if it's hidden, yeah.
Look, he said, remember my book, Gracie. You have my book. I know, man. We going to have to go for some coffee and have a little book club and just sit and go through some chapters, Malik, because I think I missed some stuff. So, you guys, what do you guys think? Still opening with it. Is verbal just as bad as the physical? And again, like I said, I think boundaries must be set. You got to be open and honest. Again, if that's what you do, you never know who you be with. A lot of people nowadays have the open relationships, right? They get, they're into that. And so you have to know the person that you're with. And you have to accept the person that you're with. And you have to give your spouse that chance to accept that as well. You know what I mean? If you aren't honest with it, and then just after a year or two, then I find out you some kind of a creep. Like, that's not cool. You could have told me you was a creep, and maybe I like creep. I might like a creep. But now I can't even like you because you were secretive about it. Even though I like creeps, I can't deal with you being a creep. I got to go find a new creep because you was lying about being a creep. It's crazy. It's crazy. Verbal leads to physical. Both are out. I agree with that. We see what open relationship model did to Will and Jada. So yeah, that's true.
What?
No, it's not the same. Talking is talking. Talking is talking. But again, are you talking to lead to the physical? And it takes it back to, like you said, if you talking, hey, how you been? How you doing? Okay, I don't care about that. Whatever. But if you like, hey, how you doing? Where you stay at? I'm 15 minutes away. What you trying to do tonight?
Real.
Y'all sending pictures of each other. Nah, bruh. Talking ain't talking no more. True. We not talking like that. Because you wouldn't want me to talk to somebody like that, and I stress that a lot. Being married. You know what I mean? I don't want you out there giving attention to another woman, especially it's me. You need to be giving me the attention. I'm the star, boy. So you can't be being friendly with everybody else because I'm bubbly. I'm all that, and vice versa. I don't think my husband would appreciate me giving my attention to another gentleman if it didn't have anything to do with business. And so when I think about that, like I said, I think about how it would affect him if I were to do those things. And I would expect him to keep that in mind when he's making decisions when speaking to the opposite sex. Because that's what it's about. It's about boundaries and respect. So I have to know who I'm with and what he's up when he has to know who he's with. And knowing that my girl loves attention, so I can't be giving it to nobody else because she liked that attention, and vice versa. I have to know, okay, I do have to handle business with other people, but I make sure that they know, okay, this, I like to have him at events, right? So this is my man. So if even if he ain't with me, you done seen him before. He's there. His presence has already been made. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no opportunity for no BS.
Right. But go ahead and let us know in the comments what you think. We're gonna go ahead and come back
Yes,
to that. I want to go ahead and
yes,
get to our guest. I want to know,
yes.
bros. I want to know how long you been
I
doing
was going
music. How long have you? Who's your top five? Who's been influencing you? Let the people know, man.
Well, first, wait. I'm sorry. See, we all over the place today. Introduce yourself again,
Right, right,
and
right,
then let's start with how you got into the music, and then let's get into your top fives and everything. Let's take a journey back real quick.
right.
I mean, I'm Trinell Michael, also known as Akeem Tarak. Um, I got into music watching like Smack DVDs. Like when I was
Okay,
like in middle school, high school, I wanted to be like the freestyle champion. Turns out I don't freestyle that well because
okay,
I
okay.
play reckless shit. So I don't. After I learned what words were, I was like, bro, I can't just like say anything I want. I have to think about it, contemplate, chew on it. Um, and then my man's in California, Sully, he was just like, bro, like take the time and write because you've gone through some
Right,
things.
right.
You might have some heat. And then I started writing. And the rest is history. I started with like poetry, and then uh when Deuces came out, that was like the first instrumental I ever wrote to when Deuces came
Okay,
out. Chris Brown
okay.
Deuces.
So
Yeah.
you consider yourself more of a songwriter?
Yeah,
And,
for
and
certainly. For
okay, okay,
certainly.
that's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. So when did
Absolutely.
you realize that you had something like with the pen? Like when did you realize, okay, there's something actually authentic and different than the average person?
When I got out of prison, to be honest, I
Okay.
went to prison when I was 19 and I came up with like a blueprint, a master plan, like this ain't gonna work, this not for me. This right here, this is not for me, right? And when I came home, uh I wrote a poem to my mom's and it was fire. You know what I'm saying? People weren't really
Okay.
messing with it, but I knew like it was fire. I was like, bro, this is heat. This is what people need to hear because there are more people like me who end up in situations that they can't buy themselves out of. You can't talk yourself
Yeah.
out of.
Yeah.
And you kind of just got to go through the motions. And in order to get through those motions in a positive fashion, sometimes you need somebody in your ear to uplift you. And I feel like I produced that.
When you got out of prison, was it just kind of like the inspiration? Did you like catch an inspiration being in there, or was it like was music something that you were trying to pursue, but maybe not so much seriously as you were now before you went in?
I mean, I didn't try to pursue music before I went in at all.
Okay.
I was like in foster care, and then I kind of got disrespectful at 18, a little disrespectful.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
who
saying? I
doesn't
thought I
though?
was hot.
Right, right.
I
That's
thought
the
I,
age for it, right?
yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The granny wasn't going for it, so
Nah,
she
Granny never does.
No,
at
the
all.
grannies don't
She wasn't
play,
going
boy. If
for
you
it. You know
lucky
what
to
I'm
have
saying?
your granny, she'll
Yeah,
keep
for
you in
real.
line.
Definitely,
On me in
definitely.
a real way, and she kind of was like, "Get out! You what? Get out! What are you talking about? It's my house." I left. Ended up catching the case within a year. So music was the last
Damn.
thing on my mind. I fought the case 7 months. Uh, and then being in prison, I'm 5'5" and fat. You know what I'm saying? The last thing, like I got to get on my push-ups. I'm not worried
You're
about
so
music. You know what
stupid.
I'm saying? I'm trying to find peace and safety. So uh, I refound God at the time, and
Hey, that's what's
upon my
up.
return to reality, I noticed all my partners had changed. Everybody was like drinking lean heavy and just robbing people, like doing crazy stuff. So I realized I was removed for that year um, deliberately. It was divine. You know what I'm saying? And some people go to the military, some people go to college, some people go to the workforce, and for me, I had to go be incarcerated in order to find myself. I found books
Mm,
there, I found religion there, and I ended up getting out, and this is over 10 years later. I'm a teacher. You feel me? I've got my
that's what's up.
yeah,
That's what's
word.
up, man.
You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
don't even make statistics about this. I've looked at it, ain't no statistics about people who've gone to prison, come out, make businesses, record
Right.
albums, publish books, graduate college. Like
Right. You hear that it's a struggle. It's hard to find
Yeah,
jobs. It's
it
hard to
real.
get
really
back on
is.
your
It
feet.
really is.
I'm talking about an absolute struggle in the realest of ways.
So, you get on this journey into music, and then, how do you get into, I don't know if I'm jumping too far ahead, but then you start teaching, and then, the nonprofit. How do
Yeah.
you get into that?
Well, when I was a kid, my uncle used to be a stockbroker. So every morning he'll wake up at like 5, 4 in the morning, and we'll watch the stock market. We'll watch the Dow Jones,
Okay.
and he just like always told me about business, how important it was, how you're not anything, you're either a producer or a consumer, and it kind of just stuck with me. His name's Lamont, but we call him Uncle Tugga. And when I got out, I couldn't work anywhere. I couldn't get an apartment. They kept taking my cars in California. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
are familiar,
Wow.
but they take your cars. They keep them for 30 days. You know, like I kept getting fired because they'll find my background. So I'm like, this ain't gonna fly. These Fortune 500 companies, the Dow Jones, they keep firing me. Like,
Right, right,
you're
right.
saying I'm not qualified to clean toilets? Come on, bro. Come on.
They just didn't want to give you a chance.
Yeah,
Right,
That's
right.
all it is. Yeah.
Yep. And then I decided I was going to create a chance, but there was no instructions on how to start businesses. So I researched for a couple years. I found the juice and I applied it. You know, that's the difference
That's what's
between a
up,
lot of
man.
people. They'll get the information with no application.
Wow. That's incredible.
So, what is the inspiration? Like, what's the inspiration to your sound now? Like,
Right.
who did you grow up listening to?
Marshall Mathers, man.
All right, all right,
Right.
Marshall.
So this will be the who's your top five? Top
Oh,
right,
five,
right,
top five,
right.
top five.
top five. Eminem is first place, man.
Okay,
Genius. I'm talking about. I'm in kindergarten listening to Kill You. Like my granny used to
okay.
break his CDs. She used to break them. Like get
Oh
his Walkman
All
and
no.
right,
break them for real. Like
all right.
the Marshall Mathers LP. Um,
Okay,
Nowadays, like Rick Ross is probably number two. Those
okay.
Okay.
still super underrated. Um, then Nipsey Hussle, number
All
three.
right,
Okay.
all right.
Um,
Rest in peace, Nip.
yeah, rest in peace. And then after Nip, it gets tough. Probably Tupac, maybe.
Okay,
Okay.
Tupac number four. Number five, Drake.
all
Okay.
right, all right. I fucks with Drake.
He's
Okay.
a genius, man. Man's a genius.
Okay,
I definitely dig
I like
that.
that's a tough top
That
five.
is,
That
that
really
is,
is.
that
That
is.
is.
That's a tough one, but that's a good one. That's a good one. So I want to get into some of your songs real quick. Um, I want to get into Would You.
Oh man.
Um, and how did that come about? While I
Uh,
pull that up.
I, we had a conversation about relationships, right?
Yeah.
So, you want to be honest, transparent with you? I
Please,
so
please.
so the old lady right here too. She right here. So what happened was
Okay, don't say nothing that's gonna get you in trouble
nah,
later.
she here, man, she here. Look. So my best friend, right, is a young lady. Her name, she is who she is, right?
Right, okay, yeah. We ain't gonna
So
get that transparent.
yeah. She kind of we kind of all got involved. My old lady, my best friend, and I, we kind of all got involved.
Okay,
But come to find out, they was kicking it like on the side, like
okay,
without my
Okay.
knowledge. You feel me?
okay.
And it was devastating because it's my best friend, it's my wife. They
Right,
was being like slick,
right, right.
and it crushed me. Not kind of. I was devastated, heartbroken. Like why would y'all make it seem? They was like, you the dawn, like why would you gas me like that just so y'all could like kick it, And
Right.
after that happened, like I kind of just like shut down a little bit and stopped talking to both of them. And I got a face tattoo, so I remember the moment forever is until I die, and then I wrote the song. I got a face tattoo, and then I went to the studio that night.
Okay.
Wow,
That's what's
wow.
up.
And that does, like I said, it's about, the honesty. It wasn't so much that they was kicking it, right? It was the
Yeah,
fact that they weren't being honest about it.
yeah, for sure.
And so, that's one of those things. So I want to get into Would You. Also, I got somebody that shouting you out. They says Trinell as in Salah Alaikum. I hope I said that right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cause I be trying, y'all. I be trying. So definitely hit up the bros, Mr. Truth. He's definitely somebody to link with. He also
That's what's
has
up.
his radio show on BU Radio. Shout outs to everybody over there. So here is Would You by Mr. Tramel. Let me turn you up.
Yeah, isolated. Save me from this heartache.
Bear on
Let's go.
Isolated. Save me from this heartache. I still ain't told my mama yet. Killing every feeling left. Every night I'm stumbling. Drummer boy stuttering. Put a chord, I'm dealt with her. Blow the top for 44. Isolated. Save me from this heartache. I still ain't told my mama yet. Killing every feeling left. Every night I'm stumbling. Drummer boy stuttering. Put a chord, I'm dealt with her. Blow the top for 44. If I feel it, would you? Would you leave? Would you lie? Would you stay? Would you die? Would you feel? Would you cry? Would you live? Would you mind if you was blind? If I was you was I, would you be fabricated? Been a long time since the pages we was reading imagery tainted. Painted paint on my blue faces. Black vans, suitcases, vacations, new spaces. It's hard to face the firefly, fake facades with friends and frauds. It's hard to chase your baby mama. You was locked up, fucked your dog, no condom, shit, no problem. Use a face for profit, tax write-off, office is coming soon in downtown Arlington. A real nigga starter kid, I want it all of it. Sharp my iron, Spartacus, crispy dubs, iron it. Keys to truck, iron it. Feeling lucky, lefty meets October's own. Slim Shady with a 380 and 2 babies, shit crazy, get into it. Blue papers, keep the bloopers. Progressivism, exclusive word uses for personal therapeutic relief. Think bear on the beach, go hard in the streets, far from a beach. Touch me, I speak, wrestling lips, get hit with Hennessy fifths. Raising dividends as if my kids wanting for shit. You wanted this. Here's Big Punisher, 50 drummer must finna fuck the summer up. Top of the pinnacle, you wanted it, I give it to you. Been real before the interview, I'm over eager. How bad you want it? More than breathing, and for some reason I'm gon' get it. Lord is my witness, I gave my all, you gave your pennies. So all in all, please don't call. Isolated. Save me from this heartache. I still ain't told my mama yet. Killing every feeling left. Every night I'm stumbling. Drummer boy stuttering. Put a chord, I'm done with her. Blow the top for 44.
All right.
Hey, definitely got that West Coast Cali feel on that one.
Yeah.
Definitely. I like that one. I like
Appreciate
that
it.
one. I like that one.
Thank you.
Now you make the beat for that. All of it's all you. How does the making of it come about? Like I said, did you make the beat?
Well,
How does the mastering of it?
I worked with Bear on the Beats for that one. And I gave
Okay.
him a shout out on there as well, Bear on the Beats. I appreciate him for that. Roddy Rich did a track on his, and the game did a track on his beat as well. Shout out to Bear on the Beats.
Okay.
And as far as producing, I went to a cat out here in Texas. His name is Troy. He's kind of cold, but what I was aiming for in the sound is a triple layer, meaning like a harmony, a bridge, and a hook all layered on top of each other. Like the would you leave, would you lie, would you stay, would you die, and then the and the I don't know, right? I was aiming for a triple layer, and the objective is to kind of grow the mind, because we can only listen to two things at once, okay? And if we try to listen to three things, our mind kind of gets jumbled up, and we have to block one out, okay? So I was kind of trying to build brain power as well as produce something unique.
And I
like
appreciate
that.
you saying that because that's what I've never heard of like that. 3 layer. I've never, I'm learning all this musical technology.
Right.
So thank you for our word of the evening. I appreciate that. Because again, it's a lot of things that you don't know. Like for me, I didn't think like kind of like you. I didn't think I could sing and I could do music. I like to write. I like to do poetry and
Right.
blogs and different things like that. So to now be having to learn how to put them to beats and come up with melodies and different things like that, stacking and layering. I'm learning all these terminologies little by little, and it's just amazing. So next I want to get into Annabelle. So how does this come about? How do you come up with this?
So after that situation, maybe like 7 months later, I moved from where I was living at. I'm still skeptical about like the relationship with my wife as well as my best friend. But I I get over it, you know, and I tell myself like I kind of make the situation smaller, and this is how I cope with it. I'm just like, you know, ultimately, all in all, you did something I didn't like. Like retrospectively
Right, right, right.
speaking, yes, I feel like you broke code because it's my best friend. Y'all were like, you know, being sneaky, but in all actuality, you just did something I disagree with, and that's how I was able to internalize it and get over it, and kind of just like charge it to the game because like she's a complete asset. You know, I'm not gonna lose this asset based on you doing something I dislike.
Right, right, right.
In turn, you know, I've done a whole lot that she doesn't like. You know,
Right, right.
I'm human as much as she is, and I'm pro-choice, and I respect her decision. And you know, my ode to that was Annabelle Lee.
Absolutely. I respect that. I
Yeah.
respect that. So let's get into
Let's do it.
Annabelle Lee.
Here we go.
Y'all make sure y'all check out the King Trinell doing his thing. It's you, Alex. Sound a little R&B-ish.
Okay.
Quit playing victim, or I can just leave. Baby, forgive me, cause I didn't mean it. Sick of existing without you right here. Let's make it official, my Annabelle Lee. Quit playing victim, or I can just leave. Baby, forgive me, cause I didn't mean it. Sick of existing without you right here. I'm tired of falling. Let's stand up for love, like God is watching. Let alone my pops, Ronald and your granny's heart. Don't question love, regardless of your mother's hurt. Don't judge my mom's, because I love you, but I loved her first. Hurt is hurt, despite the circumstance, of course. I'm forced to hold your hand in marriage in hopes of romance, horse and carriage, kids and multiplying dividends, incidental incentives. So if we're finished here, I get out your hair for good. Prepared for the worst, hoping for good. Spokesperson for falling short in hoop shorts and a hoodie. Far from what I used to be. A sensitive field nigga, processing astrology. Full metal jacket alchemy. I'm the richest man with anointed fingers. Grapes in the jam. Angels backing me in the chorus when I'm singing. I know you hear the rhythmic hymns. Let's make it official, my Annabelle Lee. Quit playing victim, or I can just leave. Baby, forgive me, cause I didn't mean it. Sick of existing without you right here. Let's make it official, my Annabelle Lee. Quit playing victim, or I can just leave. Baby, forgive me, cause I didn't mean it. Sick of existing without you right here. Let's make it official, my Annabelle Lee. Quit playing victim, or I can just leave. Baby, forgive me, cause I didn't mean it. Sick of existing without you right here. I've been drowning for so long, and my sinuses can't handle the pressure. Deeper, deeper, shall I go? Instinctively I must survive. Up when shots fired. Love when love lies in your face in disguise is the son of man. Pure evil is its insanity. Humanity's love. Love's a love blind. A love. A one of a love of one of a kind. Humanity's love. Love's a love blind.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice. Annabelle Lee. I love the little outro that you have at the end. That's dope. I love that little touch at the end.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
love it. You definitely got some dope tracks.
I appreciate
Definitely, definitely, definitely keep the music going. It's a surprise what you didn't think you could do, right?
it. No,
Right.
for real.
Definitely, definitely. I'm very, very impressed. Very, very impressed. And
Thank you.
I really, really thank you for sharing your story, sharing your music with us, and being transparent on this Tuesday.
Nah, for
That's
real.
definitely something that, moving forward, definitely want to do more of the little conversations like that, because I think it's important, because not only do we, we do music and we have business, but we have lives too, right? And there's just some things that, I might need to hear something like that, because again, I'm going through that in my relationship. Not to, be all telling everybody business or telling
Yeah,
my
yeah.
business or
Right, right,
nothing
right.
like that. It has nothing to do with that. What it's about is me knowing that, shit, I've been through things, and I know somebody else is probably going through that too, and we can
Right,
talk
right,
about it
right.
and both help each other get through it. Why
Mm-hmm.
not? Why not? There's a lot of things that, there, if I know for myself, if I would just sit down and just say, you know what, I'm not okay. I'm not okay, and this is how I feel about this. Then it might help my ass out. Most times it helps me
Nah,
out
for
to
real.
just say that. And so I will definitely want to, have that space where we can have those kinds of conversations, because people are going through it out here, and they're going through it in silence, and you don't have to do it in silence. We can talk about it. It's okay. We've all
Absolutely.
been through some shit, right? And so we can talk about it, and we can figure out how to not go through that shit again. That's what
Nah,
it's about.
for
How
real.
do we not go through it again? How do we not end up
Absolutely.
here again? And that's what I want those conversations to promote. Yeah, we gonna have to touch down. We gonna have to be honest. We gonna have to hold
Mm-hmm.
ourselves accountable for the
Yeah.
decisions that we've made. But I want to have those conversations with people. So I would love to have you come back on future shows, and keep us updated on the
Absolutely.
music, keep us
Thank you.
updated on the foundation, on the nonprofit foundation that you do. And then also, like I said, just to come on as a male point of view on things, because I try to see it from everybody's point
Right,
of
right,
view, but
right.
sometimes you just don't, right?
Go ahead and let the people know where they can follow you and shit, bro.
Yes, yes, that
Um,
was
And
next.
stuff. I'm stuff. I'm sorry, mom.
nah, for real.
Sorry,
Yeah,
grandma.
nah, for real. My bad, Manny. Yeah. She said shit like 8 times, Manny. Yeah. Yeah, you can follow me at BH official 28. That's BH like boy Henry official
That's what's up.
28. Yep, you can follow me there. Um Also we've been, if I may I?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we've been nominated as finalists in the top 200 for the State Farm 25K giveaway, our
Come
nonprofit.
on now. That's what's up, bro. Congratulations on
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
yes,
Congratulations.
that's
Thank
huge.
you. Yeah, there was 4,000 contestants,
Okay.
4,000 nonprofits, and we were nominated to be
Top
finalists.
200. Hey,
Yes,
that's
yes.
what's up. That's what's
So
up.
so in order to win the 25K, I need you guys to vote. You
Yes.
can find the link in the bio on my Instagram.
Okay.
And
Sounds good. Sounds good.
takes like 10 seconds to vote, starting tomorrow. Right?
Starting tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah,
make sure you send that to me so I could post it, and
absolutely.
put it on the, because this is a live video, so you could always go back and watch it
Yes.
again, and
Yes.
put and add things on the comments. So 28. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nisi. She own it. She own it. BH official 28. That's right. You better correct my ass. That's right. Yes. So again, I want to thank you so much for coming on, doing this show for me.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely want to, continue to play your songs and have you, rotating on the Euphoria Hour. And again, I would love, love, love for you to come back and join me when we get things popping back off in June for the summer.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me know something, and congratulations.
Thank you, and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You're about to win. You're winning the State Farm Award. This is
Sounds
gonna be
good.
dope. We're putting it in the universe, so you are already winning, sir. And again, congratulations to you and just everything that you've done and that you're accomplishing. Like you said, it's not a lot of people that can come from where you've come from and be standing where you are and have a story and have a testimony. So
Sure.
thank you for sharing that, and hopefully somebody's encouraged. because, a lot of people, they go to jail and they can't find work. It's hard for them.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that your story has touched somebody, encouraged somebody. Everybody, make sure that you share, because it might be somebody out there who needs to know that it is possible. You can come back. You can make it through. You can recover from anything, right? We've all hit some kind of a rock bottom in our lives, and we're still standing. We're still here. And I just thank you for sharing that and encouraging others to stand tall. And I guess that's something I want to ask you too. I always ask my guests, what kind of words of encouragement can you give somebody? Because somebody might be ready to give up. They might be trying to start a podcast, or maybe starting music, or whatever it is, and they might just be hitting a day where they don't feel like it's worth it anymore. They've hit a standstill. So how do you encourage somebody to keep going?
That's a great question. I tell my students that there's no surrender, no retreat. Other people have that option and luxury. I teach in the hood. I teach at Kimball High School in Oak Cliff. Like Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy, yeah, I teach in their hood. And like I tell them there's no surrender, no retreat for us. There is no safety net. Like if you quit right now, you're gonna quit for the rest of your life. And you're closer to where you're going than where you started. You may as well finish, or get out the way, because you food. Shark or sink out here. That's the best advice I got, especially to the young men, is like, if you come out here in these shark infested waters, you're either a shark or you food. Like, retreat if you want to, but I suggest you don't, because being eaten is painful.
And I think that we have that discussion a lot. If we quit and gave up, I think it would hurt more if I didn't know. You know what I mean? To sit and wonder, could I have done something? Could there have been an opportunity? That would kill me more than the no's and the failures, because you can recover from that, because you learn, what to do next. But if I just never do it, it would just kill me. It would just absolutely kill me. So I want to thank you so much. You guys, make sure you follow BH Official 28 on the socials, and you guys make sure that you vote so they can go ahead and get that grant money. And Alex, you got some new music. We got a few minutes, so I want to end the show. You got some new music. I got the poppin' the ish. So let's get into that real quick. This is the new music from the King of Sin City, Mr. Alex P. And again, y'all check out. Right. Thank you so much, Sherman. We'll definitely be in contact. This is the new one from Alex Peasy, to poppin' and ish, baby. I'm gonna stop saying the word. I'm gonna try to keep it clean.
All right, everybody, it's your boy Alex P. This is the new single, Poppin' and Shit, off the new tape coming June 1st. Let's go.
Poppin' and shit on these bitches. I'm betting they don't want no action. They said that life is a movie, but baby, I swear I ain't acting. This ain't no motherfucking comedy, this is a horror in action. Singing and rapping like siblings, little baby, this Hannah and Jackson. Yeah, fresher than my Becky. All these bitches wanna love me. All these haters wanna fight me. All these rappers, they could fight me. Why the fuck they all despise me? I can tell, no, they don't like me. Fuck you, new bitch, me no likey. When I got to wear my Nikes. Holla, why the fuck they started rumors about me? The same ones now saluting at me. Never wanna speak the truth about me. Don't you fight it, baby, come, I know you wanna sing along. On my vote flow, it's only 60 seconds in the song. Popping the shit on these bitches, I'm betting they don't want no action. They said that life is a movie, but baby, I swear I ain't acting. This ain't no motherfucking comedy, this is a horror in action. Singing and rapping like siblings, little baby, I'm Hannah and Jackson. Popping the shit on these bitches, I'm betting they don't want no action. They said that life is a movie, but baby, I swear I ain't acting. This ain't no motherfucking comedy, this is a horror in action. Singing and rapping like siblings, little baby, this Hannah and Jackson. Knick-knack up in a whacker patty. All these bad bitches wanna taste of me. I got the pussy running like a track star, so why the fuck they wouldn't wanna play with me? It's the final level of the Squid Games, and everybody battle rapping Alex P. Everybody grab a motherfucking mic. Get your mic set, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Alex P with the freestyle. They say I'm rapping like the 8 Mile. Don't make me start another hate crime. My flow so fucking sick, I might start another pandemic. Rap is just another fetish. Gonna try to step up on my lettuce. Got your top 5 looking amateur. I'm even out rapping all the OGs. I know your favorite rapper really low key. I know your favorite rapper really knows me. Tell your
your favorite rapper, try to keep up. I got a couple bitches trying to meet up. I got a couple rappers, I'ma sweep up. Popping the shit on these bitches, I'm betting they don't want no action. They said that life is a movie, but baby, I swear I ain't acting. This ain't no motherfucking comedy, this is a horror in action. Singing and rapping like siblings, but baby, this Hannah and Jackson. Popping the shit on these bitches, I'm betting they don't want no action. They said that life is a movie, but baby, I swear I ain't acting. This ain't no motherfucking comedy, this is a horror in action. Singing and rapping like siblings, but baby, this Hannah and Jackson. Oh, I think I did pretty good.
Hey, why are you playing like that?
Oh, thank you.
Whoa! So when can we expect that to be out? Release is already out.
It's out. It's already out. We're sending it to radio. I'm sending it to Radio Friday to a couple different stations that are fucking with me.
I love
I'm
it.
excited. So I'm excited. The new tape, King the Mixtape, the re-up, coming June 1st. I'm really nervous, but I'm excited. The music's been picking up finally, and I'm just really thankful. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll praise to God.
I love it. I love it. We got 2 minutes, you guys.
So how do you feel? What do you got to say? This is the last show here at the station.
This is the last one. Yeah, I know. I just want to thank everybody for all the love over the last 4 years. I want to thank Carice for allowing me to grow and expand these last years. The whole hot team, everybody that's been tuned in since I was coming on Fridays 4 years ago. I just love everybody. I thank everybody. And y'all, this isn't goodbye. This is like I said, it's a graduation. So y'all make sure y'all cash at me some graduation gifts. Mel's Euphoria. Love you guys, and I will see you guys in June. And on the 30th, check me out, Eventbrite, Cooking with Gracie Love. I love you guys.
Peace out, y'all.
Hey, it's G Love, baby.
What do we do?